Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Wildermyth. As of our last episode, episode 5, we wrapped up the very first campaign, which my memory says was listed as a tutorial campaign, and it went for 5 whole episodes that were about 2.5 hours each, and it was super good. And you can actually see some of our characters here, some of our legacy characters. So what we're going to be doing today for episode 6 is starting up a brand new campaign, and that may include the return of some characters from the previous one, but one of the things that we wanted to do was to do a rotation so that we have some, it's not just going to be the same exact set of characters every time. That's not to say that they won't come back, that we won't have cameos, but we wanted to give more people an opportunity to participate. Hello to Azaric! Yes, Azaric's all set with his popcorn. Let's jump in here and find out how any of this works. So, I think new story, yes. There's also multiplayer in this game, which I think would be interesting. I'm very curious on how it would work. Alright, so Age of Ulstrix was the one that we just did, a 3-chapter story that's geared towards new players, face off against the implacable Gorgon leader Ulstrix. Got it, we did that one. Oh look, there's actually multiplayer campaigns down here. We flew through this the first time, so this is, we're taking a look here. Alright, let's go to the next one down, The Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with the Morthragi as the main threat. Alright. Now, we got asked last time during the campaign what difficulty we were going with, and we went with Adventurer. Do we feel ready to go up to Tragic Hero? Oh gosh. I'm not sure I'm ready for this. I really am not. Especially since we don't know how some of the systems work, like the legacy system. I think for at least this one, let's go with Adventurer. I just feel better about it. Yeah, Azric, I hope that you had a great... Is today only Monday? Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me go into Customize Difficulty. What do we have here? High combat difficulty means heroes are more prone to getting killed in a given situation. I'm really kind of agonizing about this. Yeah, we don't want to stress too much about this, right? So, no mods, Carved in Stone is out, and sure, that map seed still looks great to me. So we'll say next. Okay, so... So I don't see anything in here at all about, based on the difficulty level and which legacy heroes you start with. So we just start with none, then. Okay, well, so be it. So let's get started. So we'd like to create up some brand new characters, and I think... Let's see. I didn't really actually come into this with a very strong preference on... I thought that we would get at least one legacy character based on the fact that it says which legacy heroes you start with, but I guess this is not one where we get to do that. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Hello to Carynne and everybody rating over. Hello to Markintosh. Wow, you guys, we're just getting underway here. So... I hope everybody had a great time watching Carynne play Star Sector. We had a chance to hang out in there when he was assaulting a star base, and I know there were some questions about how many Marines he might lose in the raid. Yeah, Star Sector seems like a super cool game. I hope you guys had a very good time with that. Hello to Zerder, hello to Moo. We've wanted to bring Moo in for a really long time, so... Moo, if you're here, would you prefer to be a warrior, a hunter, or a mystic? And if you can't be here to make decisions for your characters, that's cool. But I would love to have a Moo character in here. And where's your preference on what your character class at least starts out with? We've got warrior, hunter, or mystic. Do you have a thought on that? Oh no, Carynne actually entered. Hello to Force. I get to use my new pots today, says Force. That's awesome. I kind of feel like Moo is very much like a hunter, personally. Let's start roughing Moo in as a hunter, and then we will we can kick to fit if we need to. So let's change the name to Moo. And this all looks good. Yep, we'll leave all this stuff just the way that it is. Let's change the head and face. Don't really have a clear Moo in mind yet. Oh, that's kind of cool. Mischievous Moo, we'd go with that. Let's see. I'll go with one of these. I like very unimpressed Moo, personally. So Moo's going with a badass hunter. I like unimpressed Moo. We're gonna go with this. And for colors, wait, was there anything else here? No, we don't want any facial hair. All right, for hair color, I honestly have no idea what color Moo's hair is, but we're gonna go with blonde, and unless Moo speaks up real soon here. It looks pretty natural, I'd say. Picked what I picked. No, I don't think that there is a fat cow face, but which, by the way, if people don't see chat, that's what Moo rather asked for. Moo, blonde or okay? So Moo's saying brunette. All right, so let's adjust this a little bit. It's kind of auburnish. Oh, here we go. That looks brown. All right, and let's... Oh, we didn't do the hair at all. Let's see. So this is like 23-year-old Moo, so... Oh, I kind of like this. That's a cool hairstyle. Let's see here. I also like this one. It's very simple. Just the ponytail. Oh, this seems very Moo-ish to me, though. I like this one. Let's go with this hairstyle. All right, so... And then for colors, let's see. Moo is very much into cows and stuff, so if we went with sort of a black and white motif, I feel like that would hold pretty well. I have no idea what color we're changing over here, so we'll do that. And then for the other one... Yeah, we might get some more colors in here later on, but we'll go with... Well, that's a little bit too black. Hold on. That's really... Yeah, it doesn't have to be... Maybe not 100% black. Yeah, maybe it's sort of like a brownish... Yeah, brownish white. There we go. Perfect. Ish. Okay. So, and then for size... So, Moo was saying big fat cow face. We go like that. How's that? Oh, Moo is saying apparently I have lag. So, Moo's saying that she liked the first hair. Was that... We can change this later on. But the first hair was... I think it was that one. Wasn't that one? Hairstyle is one of the things that you can change as you go. There's this one. That's the ponytail one. I kind of like this one. Moo seems to be okay with this one. I'm trying to fold laundry and failing right now thanks to us. Okay, so we've got that. We've got colors. We've got size. Moo wanted to be wide. I don't know how tall cows are. All right, so we got this going on. Now, for stats, I don't think we're going to do very much in the way of stat changes, up to and including personality. I actually liked it better when we just sort of dealt with, like, whatever we were granted. So, but a loose snark doesn't fit at all, though, does it? I think Goofball's definitely up there, right? Oops. We're going to get Goofball up there. Moo is very funny. And then... not a hothead at all. Not really snarky either. Oops. Get Loner out of there. I think Moo's pretty romantic. Let's get romantic up there. Healer would be the other one. Oh, but healer 100%. Yeah, Moo is very, like, Moo's always helping out the family and stuff. We gotta move that up above romantic. All right. Hothead can get the hell out of here. You go away, Hothead. You're not welcome here. All right, so I think that's pretty good. I'd love it if healer and goofball were closer together, like numerically. Let's get romantic. Nope, romantic, you gotta go. Okay, I feel like that's maybe as close as they can get. Yeah, okay, so that gives us our stats, and then no relationships yet. Here's Moo's history. Some say Moo's birth was foretold by an old Swiftpool sage who wandered away to die in the wilderness. She worked as a caravan escort at one point in her life. She earned modest pay and realized rather quickly there are no secrets in a wagon train. For some reason, her great ambition was to invent the flying horse. And people wondered what qualified as progress. So Moo's saying that she's so not romantic. I'm dying at how falsely I must be representing myself to you all. Well, it's too late. You are very romantic. And destiny, physical. What's physical? That doesn't feel right. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Kind of like mysterious. Moo's creative. She does like art streams and stuff. I think weird should be in there. And then what's destiny? Do we know what destiny is? Does it tell us? I don't think it tells us on this screen. Again, Moo's very funny. I like clown. Which, some of the things in here have like a negative connotation, but she's very funny. And I think that that's going to play well. The compassionate goofball. I like it. All right, so customize. We did all this. I don't know why it still says Goretta up here. And then aspect. She is alive, farmer, clown, creative, weird, human, young, and gear aspects of tunic. All right, I like it. Okay, so now we need a warrior. Do we have anybody in chat? Hello to blah blah blah. Let's see. I'm thinking that if we wanted to do, well, how about for a I don't know who we want to do for a warrior, but I do know that Yagermyster was playing this game, and I don't know that he's going to be here. We might have to have somebody else run his character, but let's get Yagermyster in here. Sure, that's okay. And as far as I know, Yagermyster's attracted to women. We actually can edit this a little bit later. Yagermyster likes to shave his head. Oh, we got to get something in here. Hold on. I always do hair first, because I can't see anything else until we've done the hair. Like I can't like see the face. We go with this, and let's see. We'll go over to colors, and I should like the scruff there for the facial hair as well. Hello to blah blah blah. We're making brand new peeps. Yeah, we weren't able to import any people. So yeah, we're doing a whole new crew. Now that's not to say that we can't bring in legacy people later on, but yeah, we're going to do something entirely new. Now for Yagermyster colors, I don't really have any like thoughts in my head as to what qualifies as Yagermyster colors. Let's do like a bright red sash for him. So he's going to be our mystic because he's sort of very knowledgeable and stuff. And then size, I have no idea. I know that he likes to do a lot of pickleball. So we'll do sort of average in here. And now for stats. So we already have a goofball, right? So we want to have somebody else in here. Let's go with I don't know that we had any loners. He would be fine on his own. He's very independent. We really can't scroll any further down than that. All right, let's... Yeah, we've already got a goofball and a romantic, so we're going to have to get some of this stuff down. It would be cool if there was a smoother way to do this. All right, let's bring up leader, and let's bring up... I love the idea that leader and loner are, like, mutually exclusive. So I really want to see how that plays. We also, you know what? Also, he's a mystic. Let's have him be bookish as well. No, I really like leader and loner as a combination for the top two because it's going to be like leader is described as, all right, everyone, let's agree on a plan. And loner is, I'd be fine on my own. I just love the fact that they're diametrically opposed to one another. So let's do that. And then relationships, history. So here we go. Yagermyster's parents delighted in embarrassing their son. Still, their love could never be questioned. They taught him to sing, to dance, to laugh at his own misfortunes, and to find strength in family. His summer as a rabbit farmer's assistant was particularly terrible. Rabbits are undiscerning and dull. He needed action. He enjoyed playing the hero, even if it was only a game to him. All right, so we've got this. Oh, we got to edit these as well. Let's do Destiny for him. And then... Oh, nostalgic. I don't think we had anybody last time that was nostalgic. And... What's shame? Do we know what shame is? Doesn't it tell us somewhere? Shame. Here we go. I don't talk about it. Ooh, a dark, mysterious thing that he's ashamed of. Yeah, let's do this. All right. We got it. Done. Now, we need a warrior, and hello to Brian. Brian, would you like to be our warrior? Or Force. I'd love to have Force in here. Yeah, let's get Force in here. I love the idea of... Force would make an excellent mystic. We'll just do Force. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick look on... So, Force would rather be a mystic. Alright, let's see. I like the idea of... Oh, hello to Brian! Or Yagermyster. Let's see. Alright, let's bring Brian in here. And we'll switch to male... masculine A. And then, Brian, attracted to men, women, or anyone. We'll set it to women temporarily, but if that should be updated, let me know if you are here in chat. And then we'll go to head and face while we wait. And... that's a good face. That's a good face for a warrior. I like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then for colors... let's go with that. Brian has recently done some... turned on his webcam, so we have at least a little bit of something to work with. So Brian is confirming women, so we'll go with that. And then Brian, any thoughts on primary and secondary colors? Like, we might kick it to fit a little bit. They can be edited later on. Hello to Borlak! Borlak, I hope that you and Lady B both had a really fun, sorry, what am I thinking of? A fun weekend. Got a chance to watch some of Lady B's crafting stream that she did over the weekend. Also, Trine 4 was on sale, and I was trying to remember which one you guys had played. We're gonna sort of rough in a little something here. Let's go with, like, it was pretty good. That's a little bit too blue, though. Dougler has a question about Star Trek, and it's really important that I get a fast answer. Who is the most widely known engineer on the shows? I think Scotty. Like, what's the Star Trek reference that literally everyone is going to understand? Beam me up, Scotty. Like, that's going to be the one, I'm sure. And hello to Panda. Panda, we're just setting up some brand new characters. So we'll go with these colors for now. Okay, so here's Brian. An orphan in the gutters of Swiftpool, Brian grew up hand-to-mouth in the company of urchins, street wolves, and filth. Among the ruins of a razed homestead near Iverlyn Quarry, he discovered a young child's drawing of a smiling god. Fatigued with the hard road life had set him, he strove only to occupy his idle hands, and yet, perhaps... So I like gritty. I don't think we had anybody last time that was gritty. Let's do... Ooh, brash. Brash would be great. Gritty and brash. And then... Dreamer would be cool. Did we have a Dreamer last time? How about Lucky? I'm not sure we had anybody that was Lucky last time. Gritty, brash, and Lucky. Let's do that. And that is... everything. All right. Oh, wait. Sorry, we didn't do the personality stuff. Because, yeah, we've already got a... Where is that? Here we go. They hide it down here. I don't think we have anybody who's a healer. And then... Moo was saying that she's not romantic. What did we wind up going with? Hold on a second. Compassionate group ball and aloof leader. I love aloof leader. That's going to be super cool. Aspects. Nope. Stats. That's where they hide this. Okay, so healers all the way up. Let's bring up bookish. Brian seems to know a lot of stuff. All right. I love it. Also, I love the idea of a warrior who's also a bookish peacemaker. Like, we've got a real sort of like setup of separations here. Aloof leader reminds me of Alistair, says Force. Okay, so Yagermyster has to run for work. Okay, see you guys. See you later. We will have to bring in somebody else to run Yagermyster's character. Azric, if you're here, how would you feel about running Yagermyster's character? And if Brian and Moo can run their own characters, that would be super cool. So, yeah, we're going to leave it at 0 starting Calamity since we're not bringing in anybody new. And, oh, wait, can I save these guys? Hold on a second. I think that we can on one of these screens. Can we not? Maybe I'm making it up. I just don't want to lose them. Can we really not? I thought that I did it once by accident. Oh, here we go. Export character. Yeah, let's just do this to be on the safe side. Let's say export Brian. All right. Done. And then we're going to do export character to Moo. Done. And then export character on Yagermyster. So that way, just in case anything weird happens, we can get him back. Hello to Mothoth! Yeah, Moth hasn't seen any of this gameplay. Well, we're about to jump in. We are ready to start the adventure. So here's our starting crew. We've got Brian, Moo, and Yagermyster. Let's hit it. "1,000 years earlier." I don't know who this is. Somebody. "Falsia. The initial limbs were a success, and I'm confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure." "Arlem, you can't be serious." Click. "There were things they told us of, things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be more throggy down there." Oh, look, here's Brian. "I sometimes spoke kind words to the millstones and clocks in case they got any ideas." Yagermyster says, Huh, Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And look, here's Moo. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Look at Moo. Until suddenly, they can't. Everybody's really shocked. Run. Oh, wait, it went right past them. Thump. No one was expecting that. What was that? We'll figure it out later. Clank. Crack. Crunch. Oh, all the Mothoth are coming out now. Those who can fight, make sure those who can't are safe. Brian, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Oh, Brian, this is it. Your first character choice. Does Brian, I've got this, worry about yourself? Or does he say, right there with you? Or does Brian say, she looks so gorgeous when she's urgent? Well, I know what I think Brian would say, because he is quick to remind Moo that she is his favorite streamer. But let's wait for a second to see if Brian has a thought on this. Yeah, Mothoth, if you are here when we add more characters, I would love to have a Mothoth character or a, the goal here. So Brian's saying number 3. Got it. Hello, says Brian. Brian? Right, Mothoth. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. Also, Brian's wielding an axe. I don't think we had anybody with a dedicated axe before. All right, all heroes get +1 armor and warding. Here we go. Spectic. Gears crick and knuckles crack. Its one grasping claw reaches and strains. The sommelier hisses tubes and a gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. Okay, so Moo is our hunter. We don't know where they are. So Yagermyster, yeah, if you're seeing this, it's got very much sort of like a pop-up book look to it, which I really like. Now, the issue for Moo is that she's sort of like way out on her own, and I would love to get a better sense for where everybody is. So let's bring Yagermyster here into the... Yeah. Okay, so there's nobody in this little house. So at this point, he can probably come right back out. Oh, now we've got something going on. So, Brian... Yeah, Brian, why don't you come up here with... Yeah, come on up here with Yagermyster. Yagermyster's warming up the van. I'm missing 5 hairs in my head on the picture that you chose. We will see if we can adjust that later on. We'll see if there's one with 5 more hairs. And we're gonna just wait here. So now... So if Moo comes up here, she cannot hit this guy. This thing only has... Yeah, a slam attack. So I think Moo's gonna be pretty safe if she comes up here. I don't think it has enough range to try to attack her. Okay, what's this guy's deal? Oh, this one can shoot 2 to 3 magic damage for range. All right, well, we'd like to lock that person down. Let's get Brian... Or no, Yagermyster. Yagermyster has no magic abilities at all yet, which is interesting. Hopefully we get some of those later. Kind of important for his class. So... Wow, this already feels tougher than some of the other fights. Let's get back here. We're going to bring Moo back here behind some cover. And that's a terrible shot percentage. Okay, before we have Moo take her shot, let's bring... Yeah, Yagermyster has this... Nope, we're not close enough to hit. Okay, this is concerning. I guess we'll wait, and then we'll bring up... Okay, we will be able to attack with Brian. Brian, hit him with your axe. Okay, and I guess Moo is going to take this... Oh, wait, why did she suddenly get a 100% chance? Oh, because now it's a backstab. Awesome. Nice. First kill goes to Moo. Okay, this guy sucks. Let's bring Moo up here. Yeah. And we're going to take a shot with her bow. And now, let's have Brian come up and hit him with an axe. Fudge. All right. That sucks. So we're going to bring Yagermyster up because Brian's already lost a hit point. So we would like him to have a little bit of defense, and Yagermyster can't quite get in there to do an attack. Okay, nice. It did hit, but not enough to do damage. Hey, Yagermyster, come hit this guy with your big frying pan. Damn it to hell. All right. Let's bring up Moo to take a shot with her bow. Block that, asshole. There we go. First combat. Okay, Brian. Hopefully Brian is here. So, Brian, here are your choices to level up. Battle Dance, melee attacks only cost Brian 1 action, which I think theoretically means that if he was standing right next to them, he'd be able to attack twice in a single round, which would be super cool. Wolf Call, after successful kill, Brian's allies gain +2 speed for this and the following turn. So that's really good. And actually that's based on his potency. So we could sort of like multi-class him into being a little bit of a mystic as well. And then Untouchable, when Brian gets a kill, the next attack against him within 1 turn will miss. So it makes him like super dodgy. And Moo, you're on tap because both of you guys are going to level up, I think, as well. We need Brian a chance to see what he wants to do. So Brian's voting for number 2. So after a successful kill, Brian's allies will get faster, which will allow them to like run down enemies faster. All right, Moo, you are now a greenhorn hunter. Here's your choices. Ambush. Moo draws back using a ranged attack on the first enemy who enters the threatened tiles, dealing an extra +2 damage. If the shot is not sprung, Moo gets a free attack at the beginning of her next turn. Or Ember Arrows, which are basically fire arrows. When standing by a fire, Moo's ranged attacks have +0 damage, +1 shred, and start fires. Fire cannot spread onto her. So the +0 damage, that doesn't sound like it's too good, but the +1 shred takes off enemies. Yeah, it is sort of XCOM-y, Mothoth. The +1 shred takes off enemy armor, and both the enemies that we just saw did have armor on. Or Rogue. Every time Moo kills an enemy, she enters the Gray Plane for free. The Gray Plane is being in stealth mode, so it would basically make you invisible every time you kill an enemy. And then who's next? Oh, Yagermyster. Do we still have Azric here? Because I would love it if Azric could run Yagermyster's character. And Carolina says, except for the percentages sort of work here. Look how happy Moo is to have leveled up to. She's got a big smile. Everybody else is so like angry and determined. So Moo's voting for number 2. We'll go with Ember Arrows. All right, so Azric, what do you like for Yagermyster? Unless Yagermyster's still at his keyboard, but we'll have Azric do it. Because last time, yeah, Azric was a hunter, so this gives him a chance to have some input into a different class. Ignite. Once per turn as a single action, Yagermyster pulls motes of heat out of the air and gathers them into a single point, creating an interfused blaze on a tile with debris. So he can light debris on fire as a standard action. Mythweaver gives advanced interfusions to statues, +1 potency per interfused statue. So that's more straight up magic damage. Garb, 50% chance Mystic reflects damage while interfused. Wow. That's a half chance that he just doesn't take damage, just reflects it back. Books would give a lore dump, which I have no idea what that means. Or textiles would upgrade to greater constrict. Or arches, Yagermyster bonds with the earth and summons from seedling and silt a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies. Moo likes fire, like the cow who started the Great Chicago Fire. Ignite would dovetail pretty well with that, although it would rely on Moo standing next to some debris. So really any of these could be good. Also, apparently this zone is called Blue Mallow. And I think, by the way, this is why Yagermyster didn't have any of his abilities, because he wasn't yet a mystic at all. I think you're just like a farmer when you start. Arches is interesting. Pinning enemies could be helpful. Yeah, anything that has some level of sort of like crowd control. Okay, and we found a gravel pelt necklace, which gives extra armor. I think for our extra armor, let's put that on to Brian. He's our warrior, yeah? So, the first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though? We can't very well go back to sweeping cobblestones after this, says Yagermyster. Not when it could be happening elsewhere. Yagermeister's right. We have to rise to meet this. And hey, who would have realized Moo and Brian made such a great team? Yagermeister's like, hey, I am here as well. And you're valuable too. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We need a company name. Okay, you guys, this is going to be up for a vote. We got 3 people here. Hopefully you guys can have some sort of a consensus. Something to remind us of who we are now, how we changed on this day. I was thinking... Oh, actually, it looks like this is what Yagermeister is going to recommend. But we know that this is, like, this goes on to, like, last for a while. So, let's see. What do you guys like between these? We've got the Titan Pirates, Librarians of the Quill, or Carynne's Rebirth. One of which appears to make him happy, one of which makes him very, very, like, it shouts, and then one that he kind of thinks is kind of funny. A lot of people is voting for just the Librarians. Zerder is contemplating scooching my rear end into bed soon. I'm also getting giddy about Wednesday evening my time. Zerder, what happens on Wednesday evening? Do you guys, is that like a tabletop session for you guys, or what's happening there? So Moo's voting for the funny one, Carynne's Rebirth. Oh, and Mothoth is also saying that, like, you can enter your own name for Stream Team Angels. I like it when the characters get to name it, because the last one was, like, the Cranes of Fury, which actually wound up being the name of the campaign when we put it up in a collection. Brian is voting for number 3. Pan is voting for Angels. So we've got 2 votes for number 3. Let's go with Carynne's Rebirth. Oh, I get it. Because of the, yeah. Here follow the tales of Carynne's Rebirth. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight, so the Mothragi Watchman is now added to the deck. Okay, we can go to card view. I don't remember. We are in card view, and then here's monster view. All right, let's take a look at the world map. Locate the Viletheron Foundry. And apparently that's down here, but we're probably going to want to explore these areas very thoroughly. And it looks like we already have a recruit opportunity, and we've got 5 legacy points. We are 100% recruiting somebody right away. So let's go. So now that begs the question, who else do we have? Let's randomize up here until we get something that's interesting. Decisive Poet would be fun. Hot-headed Greed Wagon. Ooh. Greedy Peacemaker. We already have a Peacemaker, though. Goofish Loner, Bookish Hothead, Romantic Hothead, Hot-headed Romantic. Poetical, I mean, we have a Romantic, though. Romantic Poet, Romantic Intellectual, that'd be cool. Again, though, we have somebody who's romantic. Bookish, Compassionate, Snarky, Aloof, Hot-headed, whoops. Hold on. The Cowardly Leader. That'd be cool. All right. You know what? Rather than go through this... Okay, so here's who we're taking with us. So, who do we want to have... Who's our fourth party member? Who do we like? Oh, blah, blah, blah is voting for a hot-headed Peacemaker. And Mothoth is thinking there's probably like Violet Heron. That's probably better. I was looking at it as one word, but let's add in. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I said to Mothoth that you could come. Mothoth, what kind of? Yeah, let's do this. Mothoth. All right. And Mothoth, it's never come up previously. Do you have a preference here? Your options are attracted to men, women, or anyone. While we wait on that, I have to say I actually have... well, I've watched his streams multiple times, but there's one thing about me. I don't ever know what people look like, so... Oops. Nope. Hold on, I wanted to look at these. Why is it... It's closing it after every one, so that's a bit frustrating. I like this. So Mothoth's going with anyone, so let's get that in there. And a few of these details can be adjusted afterwards. Now, Mothoth is often wearing a hat, so I don't really know what kind of hairstyle he does, but we don't have anybody... Actually, this looks kind of like his hair, doesn't it? Isn't it, like, pulled back on the top? And then I don't think he has any facial hair that I remember, so we'll go with that. And then for colors... Do you have any preferences on primary or secondary colors? Also, it looks like he's going to be a hunter based on what he's starting with, so we can sort of rough in a little bit of green, and actually kind of... No, that's too purpley. Let's bring that up. Boy, green on a hunter seems kind of basic, though, doesn't it? Green works pretty well as a secondary color, I'd say. Oh, Mothoth is colorblind. I had no idea. So, let's go with this. So, it's kind of rangery-ish. Go with, like, a little bit more vibrant there. All right. And then size. Not really too tall. And... Oh, here we go. If he wasn't reading something as a boy, then folks who knew Mothoth claimed he was most likely sleeping, eating, or dead. He traveled and traded in gravel pits for a few years. People said he'd do anything for the right amount of money. Suspicious of a particular member of the company, he stuck around to keep a watchful guard against whatever might come. All right, and here we've got literary, thorny, and integrity. We might just sort of leave that in there. Did we have anybody else who's literary? I like spreading these out a little bit. Not having too much of the same things. We didn't have anybody who was proud. I think we might have had somebody who was literary. But these... Let's have the rest of these hooks in here. All right, customize. Oh, and let's do the export on the character, just in case anything bad happens. All right. Done. Oh! I did not see that we could pick from Legacy there. So maybe the next time that happens, we will do that. Yeah, because we just built up Mothoth. So let's go with that. Boy, now I'm so curious what would happen if we clicked on that. But we just went to all of this effort to bring Mothoth in. So let's do recruit. Okay, here's Yagermyster. You're back. I saw you leave a while ago. I did, but it occurs to me that we'll need more help if we're going to have any kind of impact on the Morthragi. And Blue Mellow is right here, so... Are you interested? I'm glad to hear you say that. I was helping Wilzod repair the last of the carts, and it struck me that there's no reason those things might not come back tomorrow. No reason other than us. Exactly. I don't want anyone else to have to worry at night. So you're in? I am. What sorts of skills do you need the most? Oh, maybe we get to choose here. Oh, Mothoth, here you go. What do you like? You can start off as a warrior, a hunter, or a mystic. And it's entirely up to you. Shades of brown and green that I can't see. Oh, so it's sort of like, well, brown and green. That's interesting. That sounds like sort of like a red-green color blindness, where they sort of like cross over to one another. But that is, don't listen to me. I don't know ever what I'm talking about. Mothoth says, I think a friend of mine has a family member who only sees in grayscale. Panda says, that's like my brother. Another friend of mine, he sees in grayscale, which is just amazing to me. It's always interesting talking with people who have some degree of color blindness because, like, you'd want to understand what it is that they see, but they can't articulate it a lot of the time because they can't describe what they've never seen. It's like, what does ultraviolet look like? What does it sound like? Like, what does a dog hear in terms of like being able to hear ranges that human beings just can't? Like, what does a dog whistle sound like? There's no human being in the world that can tell you. We can sort of guess and approximate, but we don't actually know. So it's always interesting of like, one of the more effective things I ever saw was that I saw somebody who modded a game to approximate what it was like for people who are colorblind to try to play with like enemies are red and friendlies are blue, but if you have blue-red color blindness, they just sort of look like the same color. And I remember seeing like that game in motion being like, yeah, this would be absolutely unplayable. And the way it was presented for like those of us who are not colorblind was everything sort of looked like a pale yellow. It was interesting is all I'm saying. It was sort of like, here's our best guess. So Mothoth is saying they flow into each other. There's certain shades that I can't tell which of the two colors is. Mothoth, do you have a choice on your character class? Warrior, hunter, or mystic? Let's see. Carynne is saying the real question is, what does red sound like? Yeah. And Mothoth says, enjoying my color blinding. As part of the result, I tend to prefer bright and vibrant colors to pastel. So Mothoth will go mystic. Here he is. Okay. So now, wait, where is he? Oh, we're still recruiting him. Yep, let's just have everybody work together. We'll get it done as quickly as possible. Also, this will give Brian a chance to heal up. Just a whole season getting his staff ready. Mothoth is ready for adventure. Okay, Mothoth, first character choice. Do you want to go Spirit Blade? When allies stand directly adjacent to an interfused object, they gain +1 damage. Interfused blazes can be used to grant nearby allies fiery attacks. Or Humanist, that would give you advanced interfusions for mechanisms, metals, tools, and shards. Applies poison to enemies who step next to it. Wow. I don't know what makes that a Humanist ability, but yeah. When you interfuse with mechanisms, enemies will become poisoned as they walk near it. Or Soul Splitting. When Mothoth takes damage, for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 damage instead. Markintosh says, not sure what to think of those. Part of me says that they can't be real. How do they work? So that's in reference to the glasses that they allegedly allow colorblind people to see colors. As I understand it, Markintosh, what they do is they sort of like splinter up the color spectrum into more different gradations. So what the person with color blindness is seeing is not colors. They're like, it doesn't suddenly allow them to see colors in the way that other people do, like that you and I might. What it does is it sort of like prisms out certain colors to make them easier to distinguish from other colors. So they present like they look more distinct, I guess is what I'm reaching for there. Mothoth feels compelled to choose the option that includes the word shardnado, which is right here. Okay, humanist. Okay, now we have a fully geared up party. Now we could stay here and craft, but for the love of God, let's get out here. So I think that what we're going to do is let's learn from some of our, not mistakes, but some of our lessons from last time. We're going to send our ranger, Mothoth. No. Moo. Yeah. So Moo's going to go over here. Yeah. Let's have Moo and Brian. No. I want them. Sorry. Back. Let's have Moo and Mothoth go over here. And then over here, we're going to send the other two. We'll split them up because none of these are like infested. Wow, look how fast Moo is at this. Okay, Ardland Wiles has been revealed. Now, we could jump in and attack right now, but let's wait for the others. And these guys were so fast, let's have them go over here and scout here as well. Okay, and we're gonna have, here's what we're gonna do. Let's meet up right here, Kogama Weaver Works. We're gonna bring in Yagermyster and Brian. Yeah, let's gather you guys. Perfect. And now let's everybody gather here. Gather. Let's go. Oh man, and they're getting infested here. Or they're about to get infested, I think. No, we could patrol. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We're fine. We don't need to patrol here. Let's hit it. All right, let's go. A wild, thriving old local was happy to provide the lowdown on this weird tower. Here's Brian. What did she tell you, Yagermyster? Any clue who built the place? Didn't say. Just talked about the bone walkers. Rove the wood sometimes. Leather-faced guy over on the other hill said light leaks from the cracks of these old blue stones. Just on summer nights, he said, since last year. Remember that diagram I showed you of the Thenaric building style? You can probably see this doesn't even come close. Bam! Moo, what'd you do? Dust drifts in the suddenly empty doorway. Guess it's open! Panda says of the glasses, hello to Ronan. Panda says they must trick our brains somehow. After all, most people only see 3 colors and our brains extrapolate the rest. Markintosh saying screens only have 3 colors, red, blue, and yellow. Panda saying that's all you need. Markintosh saying yellow on your screen is not actually yellow, it's red and green. Okay, so Brian says, did you really have to kick it down? Probably not. Moo's very decisive. You two take down that hall. Shout if there's anything. Soon a buzz from the hall's far end sneaks into their ears. Zzz. That noise coming from inside? Yeah, something's... I think Moo kicked it over open again. You have to stop, love. Who knows what else you'll break in here. It's these doors, so perfectly kickable. As they enter, the noise abates. Oily odors spill off shadow-crowded shelves. Shapes, organic to synthetic, by varying degrees, spread and pile everywhere in industrious disarray. Hey, how long do you think we have until Yagermyster comes to find us? A lot of trial and error, it looks like. If it's working Mothragi machinery, then it represents a rare opportunity for, well... Please don't let him get started on this again. Seems like we should give it a shot, though. What if we activate our own Mothragi and it likes us? Maybe peace comes that way. Cellar's empty. What'd you two find? Hold on. Brian says this, and then Moo says, Brian wants to test his theory. You can't be serious. Oh my gosh. We have 3 different options. You guys, what do you think? Moo wants to torch the whole room, bust their plans up. Brian's saying, here's one that's nearly finished, just needs a dad. Brian wants to adopt one of them. And then Yagermyster says, dismantle it. Search for what's useful, but it's dangerous to linger here. Moo is saying cows kick doors. Markintosh is saying oh, and hello to Kethrick. Markintosh is saying printers do the opposite. They have cyan, magenta, and yellow. But yeah, what would yellow be exactly? Probably like some green and some red in equal measures. I'm not sure. So Blind Mull is voting for Brian's plan. Brian, Moo, Azric, do you guys have any thoughts on what you'd like to see? Usually when it's just one person in each of the 3 panels, we go with whatever that person would say. But when we have a divided split, like everyone in the party wants to do something different. Moo says, normally I'm a fan of burning it all, but Brian's option sounds so cute. So that's actually 2 votes, I think, for Brian's option, unless he's still here. Panda saying, that's always kind of blown my mind how pigment has 3 primary colors, but light has 3 different primary colors. It's so weird. Brian is also voting for 2, and Azric is kind of letting Moo and Brian take the lead. All right, let's go with, let's repair the one that needs a dad. Brian settles in to fiddle with the half-finished contraption lying here among the scrap. Mothragi are one of the more captivating riddles of our world. You think so too, don't you? Complexities that are parts mechanical and certainly parts magic. Who is not enjoying this explanation? Why, I've devoted a good deal of time to their study, but obviously there's not much written down. Pop, click. Sounds like you're in love, says Moo. Love? No, it's deeper than that. We're... Ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. Oh, it's deeper? Brian's basically saying, hello, Mothragi baby, my favorite Mothragi baby. What I mean is... Look at Moo. Why isn't this working? Its little core is secured, right? Right? And the... Oh. And then here comes Moo saying, try catching my curved skull. Oh, it's like a curved ball. But Yagermyster is not having a good time with that. Look at that movement! See if this gets you going. Oh no, I think he's bleeding. Poke. So Brian, how much longer until... Now. I think we're finished. Flobble. Spranch. One of the 3 of them is enjoying this thing lurching to life. Ugh, what is it? Don't let it... Oh, I think it's shining light right in Moo's face. He likes you. Huh, really? And here's Yagermyster with the pertinent question of the hour. Why? Maybe inherited my feelings. Through the blood, perhaps. Oh, look, he's playing a beep, bop, boop, boop. Gzzzt. Glib, drip. Moo is enjoying none of this room. Well, this'll be an adventure. Oh, Sommelier joins the party. Brian has taken in a companion which will help in any battles he takes part in. Wow, Brian got a companion. Uh-oh. Brian loses a hit point. He's nauseous from, like, pricking his finger on that rusty old metal. So we've got a Watchman, Sommelier, not our friendly Sommelier, Spectic, and those are the three. So, yep. Wow, we got, like, look at the size of our party. And there is a fire spirit here. And now that we know that we want to get those, we want to get those. So, Yagermyster, remind me what kind of interfere... Oh, we can do arches right now. Create a tree on a tile without adjacent scenery and interfuse with it, pinning any surrounding enemies. Yeah, let's do that. Like, that was his whole, like, vote. So, let's bring Brian... No, Yagermyster up here. We're going to take cover. And then let's do arches right there. Yeah, pin them both. Lamp. Brand new tree. Okay, now, Mothoth is also a mystic, so he can do some interfusions as well. Can we interfuse with a magic tree? No, because Yagermyster's interfusing with it. So if we interfuse with Fern, we'll get dealing damage and pinning them, but they're pretty well pinned down. Splinter Blast would be pretty cool, and I think, yeah, it takes out their armor as well. So let's interfuse with that cart, and then maybe Splinter Blast right there. Yeah, get both of them. Okay, now, Brian, yeah, we can't quite get up high enough to hit them. So, yeah, let's bring Brian up here, and then he's going to strike Guardian. Oh, but I really want this. Yeah, screw it. Brian. A fire spirit? Are you all right, little one? I love how compassionate Brian is to, like, little cute things, that's already part of his character here. Force is back with food. Carynne says, so when the enemy gets something that affects Sommelier, does that also affect the friendly one? Interesting, Carynne. I'm not sure. And Moo, thank you so much for the resubscription. Yeah, so we Brian gets a fire axe for sure. Bree, bree. Okay, and Kerplow. All right, Brian, if you're still here, your regular lumber axe has been replaced by Wormgasher, which we might get to rename. A well-made axe imbued with the chaotic flaring spirit of fire. Yeah, and if he gets a critical attack, then he gets damage up to 3 nearby enemies. 100%. Now, do we want to rename this? Not Frost Vengeance. That doesn't make any sense. Ooh, Battle Burn is great. Brian, you officially have the first named weapon of the adventure. You have Battle Burn claimed. Okay, now you think that Sommelier would want to stay near Brian, but oh, and look at this. It cannot wall with Mothoth, but it can shoot. Yeah. Let's bring that up here. We'll hang out next to Mothoth, and then maybe take a little shot at that guy and accidentally kill him. I didn't think that was going to do that. Okay, and now Moo can wall with Brian and them, and she's going to take a shot like this. Okay, Mothoth dodged right out of the way of that. And of the set, I kind of feel like we want to have, yeah, let's bring Sommelier up here. And we're going to have him take the shot because, yeah, didn't even hit, which is fine. I would like Moo to go stealth mode. So what we're going to do is bring her up here. But then rather than attacking, she's going to go stealthy. Swish. Now, Yagermyster. Yeah, Yagermyster can come. Let's bring him up as far as we can, but then we're just going to poke this guy with his stick. And Mothoth, now you can... Yeah, we're going to bring you up here. I like that Mothoth's wand right now is a spoon. Okay, and yeah, so Brian comes up here, but let's not open the door until the next round. All right. Now Brian's going to open the door as a swift action. And surprisingly, we don't see anything in here, so what have I missed? All right, let's bring Moo in, because she's very stealthy. There we go. Now, this thing has 2 points of armor, which is where Moo's fire arrows are really going to come in handy. Let's have her... Yeah, let's bring her right up here. That's going to exhaust her turn, but she's invisible, so they can't see her. Now, Brian wants to make sure that we lure this thing down here. Yeah, so Brian, how about you take cover behind this rubble? Okay, and there's another monster back there. We'll just set up a guardian. Somlier can come... Yeah, we do not know what happens if Somlier gets damage, so we're just going to wait back here. And then Yagermyster... Yeah, let's bring Yagermyster up here. Followed by Mothoth. And they're going to take very good cover behind this loom. Yeah, good cover. So I feel like we're pretty well safe, but Mothoth can do one last thing, which is to interfuse with this coat rack or the workbench. So the workbench would give him the ability to do Stunning Barrage or Insidious Filament. Kneeling Boys. Yeah, let's do this, because look at this. If he interfuses with this workbench, then any enemy that walks past it is going to get hit by 2 points of poison. And since it, based on where it is, if they advance at all, they're going to have to walk up next to it. And then, oh, we can interfuse with a second thing, can we? All right, well, how about... textiles, metal, rubble. I want to really do something further up. Yeah, let's interfuse with this basket as well. Awesome. 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 That was so cool. Basically, it didn't do any damage to him, but it did, as far as I can tell, like, stop him from advancing. I could be wrong about that. It's disappointing that it didn't do any damage because he's metallic, but still, I love the fact that it did that much. So, Brian can probably afford to go last here. Let's do Splinter Blast, because that's going to shred off a bunch of their armor. Yeah, all of their armor. Well, okay, not the Watchman and back, but it's going to do a good number on them. Okay, the Watchman did not have his armor shredded off. So, Moo should be able to take care of that. Let's have Moo use her... arrows to take off 1 point of armor. The only thing that we might do first is... Does this provide cover? Yeah, partial cover. Let's move back so that she's going to have good cover, or at least some cover. And now she's going to shoot this guy to take off 3 points of damage at least, and then also one of those points of armor. And it's now standing in fire. It might not be damaged by poison, but nothing likes to be on fire. Now, Yagermyster, I really like this tree ability, buddy, but we are not close enough to use it to its full advantage. So, let's get a little further up, and now we're going to grow that tree. Why can't we grow the tree? Is there some weird rule about this that I misunderstood? Crap. Okay, and yeah, he's got that tree back there. Okay, not necessarily a problem. Let's grab the coat rack, and then we'll have the coat rack explode on him. Why is it not doing that? Oh, right, we click on that, and then we can hit both of them. That should take off the rest of the armor on that Watchman, and the Spectic is not going to enjoy it. Okay. Somlier is here. Now, it does get a ranged attack if we move it here. So let's do this. And this is 2 to 3 magic damage. So it can't really kill the Watchman, but it has a really good shot at killing the Spectre. So let's do that. And now, hopefully Brian can finish the deal. Hit him with your fire axe. Blam! Okay, Greybark, Hunter's Armor, so it clearly goes over Moo. So Moo gets the first new armor set, made by sewing metal links and plates into wool, then covering it over with a hardened leather, traditionally gray. This is the standard suit of mail for most stationary marksmen. Yeah, so it'll make her a little bit slower, but give her 2 points of armor, which I think rivals anyone else on the team. Yeah, actually, she's now our officially most armored person. Claim. Okay, so Spectics are now going to get even more armor. I have a feeling that armor piercing is going to be really important, given the fact that these things are made of metal. And done. Okay, now, this area is infested, which means that we don't want to send just one person in there. We would like to undo the infection if we can, because it's going to continue to spread from here. So rather than going over here, let's just bring the crew right over here. Let's go. Hit it. Attack. So I noticed Yagermyster's been gone a while. Any clues as to why? We've got like 3 guys on the team now. I don't have different voices for them at all. Might be we overshot some, or he did. Should we backtrack a bit? Brian's saying, this peddler may know. Oh, peddler man, says Moo. Who? Pardon us, Lord Baubleseller. Moo? What the hell? We're wondering if you've seen a fellow pass this way. He'd be kind of mystical looking. Well, firstly, I'm not selling anything. Brian says, could be any time in the past couple days. Where are you coming from? And the merchant says, small village near what we used to call Liver Tannery. It's not... Liver Tannery's where he was headed, giving it a look. But you never saw him? Sorry, no, but listen. Folks have been disappearing back there. I don't know what's gotten into them. But it's not safe. I've packed my things and I'm heading out. Your friend, well, I hope you find him. The man and his cart roll along. Moo is always like, notice how Moo is always like ready to spring into action. Ominous man. Imagine packing your life up like that. In any case, I guess we'd better pick up the pace. Later, Mothoth saying anything? And Moo says, no, you? Mothoth says, no, it's a tiny little village, but I doubt they all packed and left. From a gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hear that? Oh, who are these jerks? What is this? Oh no, they've got Yagermyster in a cage! Come, Great One! Come, Great One! Great One, come! This guy didn't learn his lines. Yeah, they're like, hey. Come, Great One. Yagermyster's like, does this normally work for you? Hush up, you. Yeah, hush. Come, Great One. We've brought your gift. Spare us. Yagermyster. The urgent cries and amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Yagermyster's cage is makeshift, but sturdy. This is sacrifice, isn't it? And Moo says, shh, not if we stop it. Oh, this is a Moo choice. Moo, are you... Yes, Moo is right here. Action before thinking, that's me, says Moo. Also, Forrest is saying pickleball. Oh, that's why he was gone. That's the first thing we should have thought of. So, Moo, do you want to attempt to reason with them or rescue Yagermyster by force? Oh no, Markintosh is saying he's back on mobile. The internet is completely gone. I hope that gets fixed up soon, Markintosh. We once went a solid... I always forget the number of days. It was like 9 or 12 days. Let's go with 9 because I don't want to oversell it. With no power and no internet at all. Okay, so Moo is voting for force, to which force is saying, wait, what? Okay, rescue Yagermyster by force. We'll scatter this rabble. Turn and run, fools. See, that's my friend you've caged up. It's not my way letting friends die. Look at this. This guy's straight up panicking. Not one step closer. The Great One demands sacrifice. All our lives are at stake. Wrong. I think it's just yours. Moo is nerves of steel over here. From within the cave, a blue glow grows, and a hungry growl echoes. Idiot! Now it's too late. We can only hope it will sate itself on you. Hooroo! Oh, God. Okay, so the Great One, the flames crackling from its back seem to whisper beguiling words. An awful hunger lights its bottomless gauge. But we have to fight these assholes as well. The posse in charge of sacrifice in this little town, ordinary folks. So, here's a question, though. If we just kill the monster, do you think that these people will stop being jerks about it? Also, why is it... Do I suffer like an attack of opportunity? Okay, Jangar is in a defensive formation. Okay, so before we do anything too rash, let's bring Moo over here. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there it is. Bum, bum. And now... Swish. Now Moo is hidden. Here's the thing. I don't think it matters because the Great One is so far back here. I don't think that we can avoid fighting these guys even if we wanted to. And I'm not sure I want to. However, they are ordinary folks, right? So let's take a quick look to see what this thing can do. Chomp for 4 to 5 damage, which is borderline lethal. And then Fire Belt, which will do 2 to 4 magic damage. It can also move through scenery and stomp it flat. And its attack, shred, and armor point. So... So what we'll do is just take a quick look to see what these guys... Do we know where they can move? Do we get to find that out? We do. All right, so as long as we stay back here, we should be okay. Yeah, and Yagermyster... Oh, I bet Yagermyster's actually in the jail cell back there. We can't get him, though. Okay, so let's bring Fudge. And he's the guy... If we could grow that tree, then we could, like, lock these guys in place so that they can't come up. But we don't have access to tree technology right now. So... Let's bring... How far can this thing move? Oh, really far. Yeah, let's just stay back here then. We're going to make them come to us. So Mothoth is going to interfuse with this... Yeah, we actually don't have a lot of interfusion abilities. Let's move here. Let's interfuse with this rock. Let's interfuse with this... Oh, we could throw a discus at it. Oh, I'd like to see if we could do this without fighting these guys, if we possibly can. Let's interfuse... Yeah, I don't really like this. Oh, blinding them would be awesome. Yeah, let's grab that lamp. And now Brian is gonna wall with Mothoth, but then otherwise strike up a defensive pose. Okay, Markintosh says that it's working again. Yeah, these stupid idiots are getting in our way. And this thing didn't move forward at all. So, I don't think that we can avoid this fight. Let's go to Mothoth. If we did Flare... Oops. Okay, well, that did blind Jangar, so we don't really have to worry about anything that he's going to do this turn. Let's bring Sommelier up. Okay, I don't see Mothoth anywhere here. I'd love to bring him into the fight if we could. Yeah. Let's take a shot at Uma, who dodged it, with an 81% chance to shoot, by the way. Now, Moo can come around and take a shot at the Great One, but here's the problem. That would leave Moo terribly exposed on the next turn. So, Yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Brian up here and strike Guardian. We will not strike the first blow at these guys. But if they insist on bringing the fight to us, then we'll get them. Yeah, let's have Moo just hang out here. Shit. Okay, these guys suck ass. The blow knocks Mothoth back on his heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down his face, it's probably blood. He's never taken a hit like this, at least not that he can remember. Is Mothoth still here? Wow. Jesus Christ. So Mothoth, wow. Focus on surviving, nothing more I can do here. So Mothoth would run away and lose 30 charisma and 10 years off of his retirement age, or he'd go out like a hero dealing 13 damage and murdering all these guys. I don't like that second option at all. I misplayed this because I didn't want to fight them. I thought that maybe if we could kill the Great One without killing these guys, then that would be like a good thing. Yeah, fuck it. Mothoth isn't dying here. He runs, hopeful that the battle can be won without him. Alone, he stanches his wounds. One gash goes particularly deep. That's gonna leave a scar. Okay. This is fine. That is a lot of fire, but it's not a lethal amount. So let's have Moo. So when Moo attacks from the Grey Plane, and also the fire that the square that she's standing on does not have any fire on it. She ignores armor, but also shreds armor thanks to her fire thing. God damn it. I'm really disappointed by what happened to Mothoth. All right, so Sommelier. Let's get in as close as we can without actually being in melee range, and then we're going to do a shoot. We've only got a 32% chance, but we still hit it. And now Brian. Yeah, we can't move around behind him. Well, we could. If we did that, though, he'd be able to do a backstab. How many points of damage would he take? 3. Fudge. Is that worth it? Probably not. Just hit him. 76% chance. Kill him. Oh, and he did his wolf call. And yeah, these guys are still shitheads. Mothoth, I apologize. Well, there goes our friend. Yow. I'm super duper glad I did not set this to a higher difficulty level. So, do you think Sommelier is just dead now? I mean, probably, right? So we do have the speed bonus. We could draw... Yeah, let's... Yeah, let's bring Moo back here. And then we're gonna have her... Who does she have the highest chance of, like, killing to death? Okay. Now, Brian has some interesting ideas. That's a turn-ending thing. Darn it. We're gonna bring... No, they'd still be able to attack her from here. Darn it, I probably should have walled with Brian. Okay, can we kill Jangar, do you think? Fuck! Oh, shit! Okay. I cannot believe this group of farmers. Oh my god. Okay. So, Brian, let's get you here. Try to kill this guy. Guys, this is not going our way at all. Yeah, I kind of think that we want Moo to, like... Or Moo could Silk Step. Which will end her turn, but keep her safe for this round. And then they both attack Brian. But if they both attack Brian, Brian could die. Like, we almost want them to, like, split up their attacks. So, Moo is going to move here. I don't think that she can do the, range attack, but we can do a regular strike against this guy. I cannot believe how badly this has gone. Okay, we're not dead yet. Moo. Move here. No. Move here. Yeah, we're gonna flank this guy. Strike him. Oh, god damn it, I hate this so much. But, I mean, it's sort of like... Brian, if you could, like, block this, okay. That's fine, in that it could have been way worse. Okay, Moo, come back here. Switch back to your bow. Shoot Uma right in the face. God damn it. Oh, Moo, that was the kill shot. That was the kill shot right there. That is extremely bad. If Brian flanks her, we know he can hit her. Is it even possible he could do enough damage to kill her? Oh god, Brian. Oh my god. Oh, that was awful. That's really terrible. Okay, but we did get a hammer out of it. Does Moo replace her skinning knife? Or do we want to salvage it? Because I'm actually tempted to salvage it because we could really use a, like, better armor for everybody. But a tier 1 hammer is no joke. Yeah, let's give this to Moo because she's far more likely to hit things with a big hammer. Let's do that. The Ebon Fist. Yeah. Works well enough. Actually, for no particular reason, I really like calling this the Clobber Knocker. Because she's been, like, kicking in doors and stuff. I like that better. Oh, and Mooey's voting for Big Hammer as well. Yeah, Grumpy's saying this is going to be a short run. Guys, that was hideous. So here's what I learned there. No mercy. Like, from now on, these guys show no mercy at all. The Feather Steel Cloak. Speed +7. Well, we're really gonna need to, like, Mothoth took it in a bad way there. So, also, he had to evacuate. So, let's give him the Feather Steel Cloak so that he will be faster in the future. Claim. That was horrific. The Great One is extinguished, reduced to ash. The fools who fed it on the flesh of innocence have paid with their lives. Yagermyster and the rest make a wary return from the cave in the gully. You're a true friend, Brian. I want you to know I'm grateful. We stay together. We can move mountains. I believe that. Mountains, huh? Dawn climbs under the distant hills as a young man approaches. Let me first thank you, strangers. My name's Nalden Fen, and my parents were among the first sacrificed by that woman and her posse. All of us wound up under their thumb. Now that they're gone, I think all of us are going to pick up and leave these cursed stones behind. I get it. Sometimes forgetting is the only way forward. You're welcome to take what we can't carry. Use it well, and remember that you'll always have our gratitude. Though I'm sure you won't recall our names and faces, we'll cherish yours. It turns out to be a cold morning. Clouds churning up from the east devour the sun. Yagermyster and the others head out after salvaging some of the things that the villagers leave behind. The lair of the Great One will be overgrown with weeds, and the atrocities committed there will one day pass from memory. The bones of these abandoned buildings will long stand as a testament to the dangers of fear, the poisonous desperation it breeds. We got some heartwoods and hides. Now, before we despair, I will note that on his first outing, Blobbity Bard, maybe it wasn't his first, but like very nearly died, and we made the call to evacuate him and get him like to safety. He went on to like run, you know, to be a major character in the whole rest of the campaign. So Mothoth is asking, are those crafting materials? Yes, they are. So Mothoth is maimed and must finish healing before taking any action. So hopefully that is right here in the area. Here's what we're going to do. Yagermyster is going to stay here to investigate thoroughly. But it's just going to be Yagermyster, and here's why. If we look over here, it's not particularly well punctuated, but mystics get double the benefit when working in a like working on the overland map. So whoops. So Yagermyster is going to stay here with Mothoth. I guess Mothoth is heading off somewhere else. So let's do done on that. And then Moo and Brian are going to come over here and investigate this area thoroughly. Done. Actually, I probably should have had them stay put. No, they're going to heal a little bit while they're sort of like on the road. Okay, Mothoth has returned to action. Let's bring him down here to assist with this. Yep. And then hopefully this will be done by the time that Yagermyster finishes up his work. So yes, Mothoth, you can craft additional gear. Okay, so a new calamity has been played. Your enemies advance their plans over time. Stumps will get extra armor. Gorgons will be added to the... Ragers get the Gorgon card. The Mothragi, though, they're going to be our primary enemies, so this would add a new type of enemy, and I think we are going to cancel that one. We don't know how commonly we'll ever see Drovin. Oh, geez, though. Drovins get extra armor and extra damage? Still, we're unlikely to see them too commonly. Yeah. We're mostly worried about the Dothraki guys here, whatever they're called, the Mothragi. Okay, so we're gonna let the clock run a little bit more. Okay, we secured the site. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Kogama Weaverworks has proven rewarding. I was mostly just messing with stuff, to be honest. Will return to the hands of the common folks. While they tend it, the site will provide a resource at the end of the chapter. So we found 2 fabrics, which again are crafting materials, but because we took extra time there, we also found a special item, the Necklace of Grace for +5 dodge. Brian already has a necklace that gives him better armor. We're not quite at the next integer, but it's pretty good. So who else would get dodge? Well, frankly, Mothoth would, I think. Wait, is he scarred? Oh, look at that! He has a scar now! That's awesome! So, Yagermyster and Mothoth are relatively likely to be further back, whereas Moo just got a big hammer that she's going to want to hit with things. So we're going to give Moo the Necklace of Grace. Claim. Alright, so... yeah, what we'll do is we'll have these guys... wait, are they still healing? Oh no, Moo is fully healed and Brian is almost healed. So let's have them come over here. And no, hold on, wait. We don't want to... we want to do a patrol. And the reason they're going to do a patrol is that it'll give Yagermyster some time to come catch up, but they'll clear off the infection, make it an easier fight. So let's go do this. Yeah, look at that. Mothoth has like an awesome scar now. Hold on, do we get to see anything else about him? Aspects, maybe? Scar. A scar covering his face. That's so cool. Let's go. Yes. And, what's his face? Yagermyster's finished this work. And hides 2. And a tiger shard ring. So +5 melee accuracy and ranged accuracy. I don't know that that influences the ability to do interfusions, so I think this is also going to go to Moo, because Brian doesn't use any range attacks, whereas Moo is going to get double benefit from it. But, gosh, I kind of want to give it to Yagermyster, because he's the one that stayed and found it. Ranged and melee accuracy. I feel like that's got to go to Moo, because she's going to get benefits from it on both sides, whereas I don't know if it influences the magic attacks. It must, though. It has to. It has to. So let's give that to Yagermyster. Yeah, Yagermyster found it. He gets it. He stayed there to do the work. Okay, Yagermyster, come join the patrol. It's going to take him a month to get over there, but I think they'll still be underway while he's there. Also, Yagermyster, like, he moves pretty fast on the map, doesn't he? All right, so we cleared the infection. Now we can do the attack. Everybody's here, and now everybody is all healed up. Yeah, we're ready to do it. Wait, what did Force say? I'm really not feeling okay. I'm wondering if I should just call in ahead tonight. I would, like, Force, I don't know the nature of not feeling okay, but here's what I've been saying where I work. If you are feeling bad in any way, just don't come in. It's not worth it. Force, think for a moment. Whatever you have to do today, whatever samples there are, whatever tests there are, whatever it is it worth your health? Is it worth the health of others? It is not. So I would recommend, like, calling out. It is the safe and responsible thing to do. It's tummy problem, says Force. So maybe not infectious, but I would recommend playing it safe. I really would. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't know your supervisor. I don't know your work environment. It's a relatively new job, and I absolutely empathize with the idea of not wanting to set the precedent that you are unlikely to make your shift. I really do understand that. I'm just saying that, like, where I work right now, like, okay, quick story. We had somebody who was so sick last week, like, so sick, and at this current time, you don't know if it's COVID, you don't know if it's the flu, you don't know if it's a really severe cold, you don't know if it's strep throat, like who knows? He tried to come in on, like, the third day because he was concerned about rules that are in place saying that, like, well, if you're out for too long of a time, you know, HR might look into it and stuff. And I said, no. If HR wants to come at you for being out multiple days in the middle of a global pandemic and flu season, they can come to me and I will talk to them about it, because we are not having you come in. And he went home. He took the rest of the week. He was back today and feeling much better. I think that it's very important for people to have time to get better when they're sick. I don't know your workforce, but you have sick time for a reason. It's there if you're not feeling well need to work. And if you're feeling bad enough now that you're not sure if it's going to be a good idea, it's going to be a bad idea. Sorry, I need to get off this because Force can make her own choices. I'm thinking a lot about the conversations that we've had where I work, and I happen to feel strongly about this. So, Force, one way or the other, I hope that you feel better soon, and I will step away from this topic because it's everybody has their own. Oh, there's a bridge there too. So let's do this. So let's do the attack. Moo's saying, and then the fox said, "It's been in the boot the whole time." Ha 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 ha. Not so loud, you two. I heard there's more Thraki around here somewhere. Lighten up, Yagermyster. We'll hear their clanking before they hear us. While I'll bet... I love Mothoth's new cloak. That really looks sharp. Whoa! Are you okay, Moo? Nothing injured but my pride. Oh, who are we kidding? I don't have... She's very Moo! Never mind. What did you fall on? Some sort of mound? Mound? A burial mound, maybe. Oh, these guys are not trusting it. Hey, guys, when mystics are saying back off, you know there's got to be something inciting in here. Help me find an open... Uh-oh. Crack. Brian! Oh! Oof. I'm okay. Oh. Sorry, I'm really enjoying the running storyline that Brian's finding all of the Morthragi labs. Hey, build yourself a new friend. Up above, Moo and the others work to uncover the strange mound. Some sort of glass dome? I wonder what the place used to be. As more and more sunlight reaches the lower levels, machinery that has laid dormant for ages hums to life. Uh-oh. Okay, here it comes. Oh, look, it's spinning up. Guys, I'm not alone down here. Help. No, Brian, make friends with him. We lost your other friend. I didn't mean to lose his friend. Oh, hold on. This is, Yagermyster. Azric, are you here? If Azric's near his system, let's have him make this choice. Yagermyster could, hang on, Brian, I'm jumping in. Or, you all find another way in. I can pelt them with rocks from here. Yeah, I gotta say, the rocks option would be very Yagermyster. He's gotten really good at pickleball. Azric is voting for number 1. Yagermyster's jumping straight in. No time to waste. I'm going in. Gar! Oh, look at this! Whoosh, die! Crack. Do we get like a... Does one of the enemies... Oh, intimidation. All enemies... Wow! Because of Yagermyster's daring do, all enemies suffered 2 damage to start the mission. He didn't hit one of them, he hit all of them. Oh, are they in different places? Yeah, look! Wow, we did not have things like this, like combat scenarios like this in the first campaign at all. With like Yagermyster being in a jail cell and stuff like this. Okay, so... Still... Fortune favors the wary, so... Yeah, we don't know what's in this middle chamber here, right? So... There's only one guy up here. Yeah, so... There might be more guys over here. And... I don't think there's anybody back here. No, there could be guys back here. But what we don't know is what's in the middle chamber here, so we have to be careful. Moo, come up here. And then silk step into the Grey Plane. Oh, wait. Switch your weapon first. Yeah. Charade. Okay, hold on. Now, Mothoth, let's bring you up here. We're not going to interfuse with anything, but neither are we going to open the door. Because we need Moo to be on tap to, like, do work if necessary. So we're just going to wait. Now, Brian and Yagermyster, we got to take this guy out before anybody else joins the fight. So, let's see how far he can move. So he can move there, and does he have an attack? Yeah, he has a ranged attack, so we have to assume that it's going to come attack. Let's have Brian get into some cover right here. And then Brian's going to do Guardian, so if he tries to come too close, he'll be able to defend. And then Yagermyster will come up here to wall with Brian. That gives him a defensive bonus. Do we know how often you can do arches? Yeah, not often enough. Okay, so let's interfuse with this anvil. Yeah, let's see if we can just pin it. Shackle. Paplan. Alright, so I don't think it can move. Okay, new turn. Azric says, I only chose that because my character was all about stealth, so I'm totally doing different stuff. Yeah, Carynne is loving how different the second run is. And this is, by the way, this is why we wanted to have, like, a new class of people, like a new crew. Because, like, we wanted to have a different flavor, and I'm optimistic that we can bring in the others as we go. I particularly, just to let you guys know, since we're now into it, the goal had been to bring in Stormalander, Purpose, and Papalotko, because they joined the crew last time fairly late, and it was like, oh, let's see what other adventures they'd have in life, and then we weren't allowed to bring them in from the start. But that would be our goal looking forward. So, let's open the door, which is a free action. Okay, there's actually, it looks like there's nobody in here. Alright, awesome. Then come all the rest of the way up. Oh, there's also a barricade here. I didn't see this before. Okay, well, nonetheless, we're going to finish beating this guy to death. Let's bring Moo all the way up here. Okay, now, I don't remember how long this thing... So this thing, I think, stays pinned until the end of its turn, but even then I could be wrong. So let's not make any grand assumptions. Or an interfused mystic could like this thing. Let's try to do that. Let's interfuse with the boiler. Then let's light it, which takes an action. And then let's steal fire and throw the fire on that guy. Yeah! Okay, we melted him. So, now we've got 2 mystery chambers over here, and this door is currently open, and I don't know what's inside of it. So let's bring Brian up here. We're going to hug the wall so that it can't see us approach, and then we're just going to do Guardian. Oh, you know what I really should have done? We probably should have had Brian come over here to help, like, clear the wreckage. Mothoth, let's have you open the door. And then we have to, like, smash this apart. We could have him interfuse it and then just blow it that way. That would probably take a lot less time than any other option. So, yeah, let's do that. Interfuse with it. And then Splinter Blast, just like over here where it doesn't... Yeah, that gets it out of the way. All right, now Moo is still in stealth mode. So she can come take a look inside this chamber at relatively low risk and get some fire on the way. There is no one at all in here. Okay, good. So, Brian... Oh, and there's another chamber up here as well. So, let's just have Brian... Let's not... Yeah, we don't have to be too careful with it. And Yagermyster. Yeah, there's, like, rubble in front of all of these areas. So, Yagermyster, let's have you come here. Now, here's one thing that I did eventually pick up and I never really called out. When you move a mystic, the blue squares indicate the range at which he can, like, interfuse with things. So we can't actually get close enough to interfuse with that rubble. We can do this one, but what I want to do is, can we open the door? Yeah. Okay, yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up here. We're going to interfuse with this, but we're not going to blow it up yet because I want to open the door and try to get a sense for what's in there. So let's bring him up a little bit further. All right, and now let's bring Mothoth here. And same deal. Let's interfuse with the rubble so that we can blow it up at will, but then otherwise, we're going to bring Brian up here to see if he can open the door. If he can't, he can't, but I'm hoping that, like, Mothoth can... Yeah, open door. So, Moo, since there's nobody down there, let's have you get all set up, like, here. That's a good middle point. Yeah, hello to Salamander. So, Salamander, it did not allow us to import anyone at the beginning, but our goal still stands that we would like to bring Stormalander, Purpose, and Papalotko into this game. But what we've got now is Yagermyster, Moo, Mothoth, and Brian are all here. Okay. So, Yagermeister's all set up. Let's not overcommit to that. Yeah, we're just going to... Oh, actually, Yagermyster, can you... Let's interfuse with, like, a second thing. Or not. Yeah, let's just wait. And then Mothoth is ready to go. He can interfuse with a second thing. Let's have him interfuse with this rubble. Or what do we have here? Shackles and tools. Oh, yeah, and he has really good humanist abilities, so let's do that with Mothoth. Okay, Brian opens the door. We can see this thing. Okay, it's a Spectic. Got it. Mothoth, can you blow up this rubble? No, he can't. Okay. So... in that case, can you discus? Wait, what do you interfuse with that allows a discus? Oh, he can discus. Yeah, so let's grab that. Oh, but it's still too far away. Boo. Okay, and then the shackles come from here, and we don't want to withdraw from anything. All right, so different plan. Let's have Brian come. What's this thing's movement range? Not too hot. And what can it do? What's its attack? Slam. Okay, so it has to get in melee range to do any actual damage. So let's have Brian. Oh no, I'm so afraid of this thing. I guess I'll just have to wait over here. Okay, now Yagermyster, do we want to like bring somebody else in here? Because we know that there's going to be another guy up there. I think these two have it. Yeah, Moo, let's have you come up here. And Yagermyster, you are ready to go. Okay, we've got a Watchman. That seems very dangerous. Let's do a Splinter Blast. Yep. So Splinter Blast is going to make that guy very unhappy. And what is his move? Oh, actually, he can't move very far at all because of the rubble, I don't think. So let's bring Yagermyster back a bit. And this thing... Yeah, it can't get out. So let's wait right there. And we're also going to... Steal Fire. Yeah, I like this. Do that. Okay. And now Mothoth, you're just gonna chill out for one turn. Now Moo... Yeah, we moved Moo into a position where she can't see to attack this thing, but that's fine. She can... Oh, yeah, let's move over here. She still gets Ember Arrows. Okay, wow, this Spectic just completely disregarded everything, including Brian, who it was supposed to attack. So, Mothoth, can you do anything to take this guy's armor off? 50% chance of stunning. Well, pin enemies. Yeah, let's pin this guy down, because that's going to take out some part of his armor and reduce his defenses. And then Brian can come around here and hit it with his fire axe. Done and done. Oh, bro, Samlin is saying, discus, that's chat's job to discuss. Okay, so, gosh, I'm not sure which of these guys should go next. Let's go with Yagermyster. Yagermyster does Splinter Blast on this guy. That's going to take one chunk of armor. It's also going to destroy the defense. The only other thing... Can I or should I do this? No. All right. So, yeah, let's... I don't think we can throw a thing at him. And I don't think we can seal fire and throw it around the corner, can we? Oh, I can. Oh, look, that's way better. But it's going to take Moo's Ember Arrows. Okay, stop. Before we do that, Moo, do your Ember Arrows. Yeah. Okay, and now the square that it's on is on fire, and now Yagermyster steals fire and throws it on top of it and kills it dead. Oh, Brian is so close to leveling up. And we got a Spectral Lantern, which gives +2 warding. Its blue light leaves soft protection on its bearer. So this is an offhand item. And Brian currently has... Yeah, Moo and Yagermyster's hands are full. So this could go to Mothoth or Brian. Brian is more likely to be right up front. The only other thing is that if we give this to Brian, then he doesn't get access to a shield. But he does get magic armor in response. I think we're going to give this to Brian. I feel like that's a safe bet. Okay, everybody's leaving the underground chamber. Someday people will move back to Freshfall Lumberyard. Broken gears will become tiny treasures to dig up. Children will find homes for spirits here. Young men will build barns alongside their sweethearts. Old men will trade in iron and salt. And at the end, the oldest will die peacefully in their beds, the way it should be. Look at Brian. Brian's like, what are you on about? You seem quite keen on it all. Thinking of staying? It's too late for me. My calling looms too large to sidestep. The best we can do is to keep moving and hope to leave peace in our wake. So Mothoth is asking, can you trade items between characters later? Nope. Once a character gets an item, it is theirs forever. From literally just a wooden spoon all the way up to magical items, they are permanently attuned to that character. Oh, does Carynne have to go? So as much as I might to say this, I have to go to bed. I may or may not watch the VOD. Carynne, on your way out, I think we might have missed him, but thank you so much for your stuff. Like, you guys, as Carynne tends to do, he is the best possible, maybe not best possible, he's an extraordinarily good salesman for Star Sector. I've heard of it. I'd never seen it streamed until he started streaming it. It is absolutely engaging. So the Morthragi Weldling is a brand new enemy that comes in. We had to spend a legacy point to stop this thing from coming in earlier, but if we hadn't done that, then they would have gotten something else in its place. So we are still slowing the advance of their menace. Yeah, Sam Linder says Star Sector is so good, and Carynne is a really good salesman. Yeah, he's just super fun to like watch. So okay, if we want to get to this side, we're gonna have to build a bridge, but I don't think that we should. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. So we are going to investigate thoroughly, and we're gonna have Mothoth do the we're gonna have Mothoth start building the thing because he gets double bonus on it. Then we're gonna start building a bridge because we have to get across here at some point. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to build the bridge, and that's going to be, yep, let's get started. That's going to be Yagermyster and Brian. They're going to work together on that. And then Moo is going to come over here and scout this area because she gets an extra bonus. She gets triple bonus on doing scouting missions. During our first campaign, we never split the party because the very first thing that you do if you want to be dead in Dungeons & Dragons is split the party. But here, we discovered that, like, oh wait, there's, like, a lot of reasons to do this. Build a station here to earn resources. Yeah, I want the resources, and I'm willing to spend a legacy point for it. So, yeah, let's have Moo do this on her own. Now, here's the question. And is Moo still here? Because I'd love to have her thoughts on it. It looks like she is here because she just said goodnight to Carynne. So, Moo, an outfitter would provide hide and fabric. A weaver would provide 2 fabrics, and a tannery would provide 2 hides. What do you like? Here's one thing that, I don't know how to check what current crafting materials that we have. Before we commit to this, no, I don't want to go back. Let's just have Moo select. And as always, outfitter says Moo. So we're going to do a hide and a fabric. All right, and let's go. So this is going to take 40 days, but she may not do this entirely on her own. We might send Mothoth over after he's done with his work. Oh, and actually, before we go, is there a way to see what... Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, it's right up here. So we currently have 1 heartwood, 3 hides, and 2 fabrics, and it also shows there what we're going to get at the end, like what the additions are and so forth. So you can see that. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not stressed about that. This is not a game about min-maxing. Wow, Moon knocked that out. Jeez, all right. We don't really need to prepare defenses. Yeah, so let's have Moo come over. We're just going to have her... Let's have her get ready to help out with the bridge. But... Okay, the bridge is built. So now let's just have everybody do this. Yep, everybody's gonna help that. Done. Okay, a thorough delving reveals 2 heartwoods and the silver bark sash, which gives +5 block. Well, nobody has anything, but Brian certainly needs to block the most. He's our tank. He's the guy up front. So let's give that to Brian. All right, and now everybody comes over here, and we're going to scout the area to get rid of the... we have to scout it, then we want to patrol, and then we want to do the fight. Wait, stop. Moo. Come. Scout. Done. You don't get to rest. Yeah, look how much faster it went as soon as she came. Okay. Yeah, Do we want to patrol? Because we do have a calamity card that's happening in 18 days and a new incursion. Yeah, let's just do the attack. Yeah, they're only getting +1. We're fine. We're fine. Do it. Why does it say anchors? Okay, everybody's heading through the woods. Okay, I've got one. Favorite fruit. Give me a good upstanding apple any day. As opposed to one of those morally questionable peaches. Look at Brian. Zing. All right, my turn. Favorite thing to fight. That's like asking for my favorite rash. Wow, Brian is not much of a fighter. He doesn't enjoy what he does. Least favorite then. Might have to be Gorgons. Is that because they're over the next hill? It's the ick factor. Even worse than Thrixie. They don't just move, they spread. They're like walking diseases. And here I am, making a career out of them. Well, what does Brian want to do with his life then? Okay, everybody's going. I'm not that old, right? Sometimes I wonder if it's not too late to start over somewhere. I wouldn't, though, realistically. It'd reek of abandonment. Well, we appreciate that. What about you? What keeps you here? Azric, it's your choice. A duty to protect, or honestly, it gives me a sense of control. Azric says a duty to protect. I'm lucky enough to be able and willing to fight, and I owe it to the land that brought me up. What others sacrifice for me, I'll sacrifice in turn. When you put it like that, it sounds big. Sure, it is. I don't know if it helps or if it's too much pressure, but it helps me when we get close enough to hear those gurgly bellows. Alright, so I guess we're doing Gorgons this time out. Stoicism. All heroes get +1 armor and warding. Yep. Gorgons it is. Okay. So, we're going to assault this keep. And we can see it's got a few different rooms in here. And possibly, like, enemies up here, although it doesn't seem very likely. So, let's have Moo come up here. And we can see that there is something for her to light up her arrows on. So, we're going to go up here. And then Silk Step. And I don't know why Brian always starts the furthest back. I don't want to get flanked, but for whatever reason we can see like what's here in the next room, and there's 2 chambers in here but only 1 up here. So let's have Brian come all the way up. And then Yagermyster. Yeah, let's have you... Well, actually, let's have Mothoth. Mothoth took a really solid hit earlier in the campaign. I want him to be well-walled. Now, just for anybody who's curious about the mechanics, it did specify during the tutorial that walling is not cumulative. So I think Brian gets a benefit of walling with Mothoth. Yagermyster gets a benefit of walling with Mothoth. But Mothoth does not get a benefit from walling with both. I think he only gets whatever the strongest benefit is. Okay, Brian, breach, breach, breach. Okay, we don't see anything in here, actually. Let's come around the corner, though. We're going to bring him, like, here, so that if there is something to hit, he will be within hitting range. No, there's nothing in here at all. All right. Come on back out. Oops. Okay. Let's bring Yagermyster here. And is there anything cool to interfuse with? Not really. Oh, wait, no, he could interfuse with this lantern and then move the fire over for Moo. Because that's where Moo comes next. Moo's going to move... let's have Moo move here. And then Mothoth is going to come over here. And then, is there anything cool for you to interfuse with? Not really. Although we do have Shardnado. Create a swirling vortex from the shards of this object and direct its wrath for 1 turn. Wait, so he can move it? Oh, wait, we have to do that. That sounds great. Yeah, hold on. Grab this pot. Okay. Direct its wrath for 1 turn. So I think that's going to, like, actually create, like, a creature that we get for 1 turn. Oh, Markintosh has to go, falling asleep here. Markintosh, have a great night. If I didn't miss you, we will almost certainly be doing Lost Judgment tomorrow. That'll be the goal. All right, let's hold on to Clay Pot until we're ready to use it. Like, we know where we're going to go with it. And then Moo is going to wait. Okay, who is this? Yagermyster? Wait. Okay. Brian, come here and open the door. Got it. All right. Now, Brian, just sit tight and Guardian so that if they try to come, Brian gets a free hit against the first one. What we're going to do next is Mothoth. Shark Trap. No, Sharknado. So I've never done this before. I really don't know how it works. Can we do it here? No. Select the focus. This. Okay. Do I get to move that separately? No, that's Moo. Okay, I don't necessarily know what this does yet, but we will try to figure it out. Now, Yagermyster, let's steal that fire, and we're going to bring that fire right over here for Moo. Yep. Okay, and that ends Moo's turn. No, sorry, that ends Yagermeister's turn. But now, we get to shoot one of these 2 guys, and she has a slightly better chance to hit this guy, so let's do that. Fudge. Okay, the row sounded the alarm, dodged the attack that Brian did, and was able to do 1 damage to him. The raccoon shot at Moo, but... Okay, and something's trying to pound its way out through the door. We lost Ember Arrows, but that's fine. So... do I get to do anything with this, though? It really looks like it's just sort of, like, doing its own thing in this area, which is, I thought it would, like, create something that we could direct for a turn. Maybe not. Now, because Yagermyster has a polearm, he can actually try to strike the row from here, and since I don't... Oh, wait, we can interfuse with this. Constrict, hobbling it and squeezing away its life. Well, let's do that then. And then let's constrict this raccoon. Fudge! Wow, okay. Alright. Oh, here we go. Lasso Sharknado. Pull the Sharknado across the floor, inflicting heavy carnage where it lands and dealing half damage to units it passes through. Okay. Does that include Moo and Brian? Because it kind of feels like it might. Single action. Oh, boy. I'm squarely... Like, I don't know how this works, and I'm worried that I'm going to damage my own crew a great deal. Pull the Sharknado across the floor. Does that mean that it just comes directly towards him? I think it might. I think it might. Okay, screw it. Let's hit it. Select the focus. Oh, yeah. See, I can select where it moves, but it has to move. Yeah, it doesn't have enough movement to get around the corner. Okay. Well, we gave it a shot. And he can't interfuse with anything. So we have to clear this doorway. Brian, hit this thing with your big axe. Okay, and now Moo should actually probably swap weapon and then slam it out of the way with a big hammer. Done! Okay, and now... Yeah, we can't move the Shardnado anywhere that we'd want to. So we'll probably just wait for a turn. The raccoon can shoot. Yeah, there went Sharknado. Okay, Panda's also got to run. Panda, thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, that's many guys. Okay, Yagermyster. Do constrict on... Well, that Rager, if we can. Hobble will slow him way down. Okay, good. So I don't think that it can move very far anymore. Yeah, no, it can't move at all. So that really locked him down. Now, Brian could come in and lock down this raccoon, I think. Or do we want Brian to lock down the doorway? I kind of feel like we want Brian to come hit this raccoon. Strike. So, I do not know why... We did not have this many, like, blocks and misses last time. Okay, let's swap weapon and shoot at the... Well, we can do 1 point of damage against the Rager, or... Yeah, let's wall with Brian and hit this thing with her hammer. Awesome. Okay, because now Mothoth can still gets to go. It really has not a lot to interfuse with. If we interfuse with this thing, what do we get? Constrict. Hobbling it and squeezing away its life. Yeah. Do that if you could. That'd be great. So, damn it to hell! Okay, we're not dead yet. So, this thing has a lot of armor. I don't really have much that I can do about that. Yagermyster. If we bring you up here... Okay, let's move you up here. Can we do anything with this thing? So we can pin them, and it's got a high chance of success, but the trouble with the pinning is that it doesn't do any damage, and we can't get further away from it. So rather than that, let's poke this thing with your stick. Or can we interfuse with this? Yeah, Discus might help. Discus might help because it could hit both of them. But I like Splinter Blast better because it'll take the Rager's armor off. So we're going to do the barrels. And then Splinter Blast... Oops. Okay, well, we don't want to Splinter Blast our own people. Okay, so before we do that then, Moo, why don't you move 1 square down? And we can't Silk Step because that'll end her turn. We're going to move her 1 square down, swap her weapon, and then... Hold on. Yagermyster, do the Splinter Blast here, so that's still going to take off 1 point of that armor, if it hits, which it did. And now... Oh, yeah, man, if you can just... Okay, that's fine then. Okay, no regrets, though, because now, here's what Brian's going to do. Brian's going to come over here to Mothoth and say, eat my axe. And then because now it's looking the other way, now we get a flanking bonus from Moo. And there's Brian. Do we know if Brian is still in chat? 'Cause I'd love him to make a call on what he wants. Let's go as though he is. So, Brian, your options would be untouchable. When Brian gets a kill, the next attack will miss. Repost, Brian will counterattack after a successfully melee block or dodge, which makes me glad that we've been working up his blocking and dodging, I think. Hardiness, Brian has plus 30% health, or an upgrade to Wolf Call. Wolf Called heroes also receive plus 1 damage on flanking attacks. Boy, that last one's really good. Okay, and Brian is here, so Brian's going to go with the hardiness upgrade, plus 30% health. Oh, and we got a new hammer. Well, here's the thing. There's actually not a lot of call for an extra hammer. We might take the ingot. The only exception to that would be to give Brian an alternate weapon, but I think I'd rather keep that available. Yeah, let's salvage this. Let's salvage the hammer. I want to give like Brian has like the magic armor up, the lantern. I'd love to get him a regular shield and a different one-handed weapon. Yeah, let's salvage that. Scuff marks on the floor. What? What did you say you found? I'm only saying the floor is scraped up. Though I suppose, clearly, this cabinet got moved. Love, help me out here. Shifting the cabinet takes a little sweat. Urgh! Whoa, this thing will kill us both. Moo is very chipper. Whew, my tongue's dusty, but they manage. Definitely a hole in the wall. My love's got a wonderful nose for secrets. You make a good team. Can I, be the first to sniff around? Go on. We'll be right behind you. The room is deeper than it first seemed, and the air has that special smell. Book musk. Book monks? Are they asleep? She's very moo. What? The tomes were someone's treasure once. Now again, they'll find loving hands. Oh, we got 2 spell threads out of it. Awesome. Those are good for, like, crafting, like, magic robes. And that's very helpful, because we have 2 magic sort of people here. Okay, so the Gorgons get splash damage for their tail spikes. Splash damage to adjacent foes. Yeah, we did not see that last time. So... gosh, I think if we hurry, we can actually round out this first chapter. So, we do want to secure it because we get bonus stuff, and I think it'll go fastest if we have everybody do it. But yeah, let's have our 2 mystics do it. Wait, before I do this, hold on. Cancel. Go back. Okay, they are infesting the tile. They may ambush. Okay, so let's have Yagermyster stay and do it. 70 days remaining. What if we put Mothoth on it? That takes it down to 35. Okay, we're going to risk it. And now let's scout with Moo, who's extremely quick at scouting, and also Brian will be with her. Okay, new Calamity cards. Is there anything in here that we want to cancel? Like, I'm going to guess that we don't. Yeah, because these are all Deepest and Drovins, and we're not too likely to see them comparatively. So I'd rather save our legacy points for recruitment and stuff. And we're going to keep going. Shit. Brian abbreviates his circuit of the near ravines and thick-grown groves. The scrape of metal on pine bark, swish of branches, the click-clack of bony limbs. Close now. Too close. Morthragi. Brian, you're so beautiful, but why are you back already? Okay, so... woof. Double stunt bonus. Wow, that'd be pretty good. So, between Brian and Moo, what do we think? If we're swift, we can rush their line. Gotta be patient to escape effectively. Brian could set fires. Chaos can be an ally. Or, Moo could count as you go. Most skulls win. Oh, really? She wants to have a kill contest. You guys have a thought on this? If they were rivals, double stunt bonus would be ridiculous, because rivals get stunt bonuses naturally. Temp health and damage, I think, are good for 3 rounds, but I'm not sure. Brian is voting for 4. Do we know if Moo has stepped away for... She was just here, but I don't know if she had to, like, step away for family stuff. Otherwise, we will go with Brian's vote. All right, yeah, she may have stepped away because she's got a busy schedule, I know, especially on weekdays. Let's go with count as you go. Near through the gray pines is a sheer granite cliff. Having scouted it already, they know the hidden track down. Escape may be that way, though Mothragi likely stand in the path. The grisly game begins. Moo is voting for 5. Okay, all heroes stunt chance is bonus, and that's basically their critical hit chance. Okay, so they've got Weldling, which we've not seen before. It runs wildly like a panicked beast, as if the ulcerous coals clanging in its belly scorch its insides. And then the Spectics also have an extra point of armor. Retreating may sometimes be the best option when overwhelmed. For some battles, escaping is even listed as a possible objective. Once you move all your heroes to the escape zone, the battle will end. Okay? So, there's an escape zone, and there's an escape zone. What we don't know is what lies in either direction, but it's easy to find out because Moo is a hunter. Okay, so we've got a Spectic. I don't see anything else there. It's got a lot of armor, and what is its movement range? That, and also, but it does need to be in melee range to do anything. So, if we do a silk step forward, if we do it here, I think she's very likely to be found out. So let's actually fall back. Now, we can see how far it can move, and we can bring Brian up right next to Moo. Hold on, can I, yeah. Yep, so if we bring this guy, if we bring him here, he can sort of set up a guardian. But it can't actually move in close enough. All right. So the Weldling has less armor, I see, but also 2 warding. That's okay, because we're not doing too much of that. Moo can shoot right through its armor because she's in the gray plane. Brian, if you go up and do this... What's your best option here? 6 damage and 1 shred. Yeah, Brian's not gonna kill it, but if he hits square... I'm gonna try to attack at an angle, try to get a flanking bonus for Moo. Awesome. Okay, and now Moo, you come down here, and you get that flanking bonus we were just talking about, and it's down. Wow, that thing can really move. Yeah, no worries, Moo. Moo had to get dinner out of the oven. Okay, so... This thing only has 1 point of armor, and also a 1 in 3 chance of doing a stunt attack. Let's try to set up a flanking attack for Moo. We're going to move 1 up here, and then attack from here. Cool. And now, Moo, you go ahead and finish it off. Victory. No problem. High fives all around. We've been very fortunate today. No battle ever promises you that. We should name this place. Moo's asking, you thinking of something like Fend of Nenzog? Nenzad? Yeah, I think that's the natural thing that we all would have assumed that would have come out of here. Fend of Nenzad. Well, sure, that's the overall place. But what about a specific clearing or cliff? You think they have names? I'd bet not. I'd bet they'd love the attention. Anyway, a little commemoration never went amiss. The top of a nearby mound of stone seemed to fit Brian's vision. It practically calls out for a name. Don't you feel that? I'd been thinking on this for a while, and Victory's Guard feels appropriate. He's very like, yes, that's what it shall be. And Moo's like, yeah, okay, seems fine. You have an official process for this? One makes one's own. The place will know. Brian lit a tiny fire on the crag as the sun stretched out, building small piles and saying a few words. Moo wondered if he was talking a little too animatedly to the rock. But when he came back down, something did feel different. The company took a moment to take in Victory's guard on their way out. Then continued on, hiding small smiles from Brian. Not really hiding, though. They all enjoyed that. Okay. So now so that had an unexpected side effect. It also cleared the infection, which we didn't know. We went we were very careful to avoid ambushes ever. That's the first one that we've seen, and we saw that these guys handled it just fine, and it cleared the infection without an additional round of doing patrol. So it actually saved a bunch of time. So Nanada Timbers has been revealed. We've got 10 minutes. I think we can knock this out. So let's let them finish their work. Moo is currently healing because she did take some damage at some point in history. Okay, they secured the site and ... 3 fabrics and a star slate belt. A sturdy belt with runes cast in the buckle. So, warding. I would think either Moo or Brian. Yeah, it'll bring Brian up past his next integer. Although it does the same thing for Yagermyster. Wow, it brings Mothoth almost to 3. But then again, it brings Yagermyster up to 1. So it's going to go to Yagermyster. All right, and now we're going to get ready here, and we're going to do the assault. Done. So it's going to take them 10 days to all get together. Grrr. They seem to have the place surrounded. And they're not exactly being subtle about it. I can hear their noise from here. Squeak! What do you think they're so agitated about? It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. It's exactly like if you put Moo in front of a ham. A total mayhem. What? Mayhem? Oh my god. Mothoth is our new pun master. Hey! Okay, they're all getting ready to attack. So, when it comes down to the actual approach. Okay, so we've got a choice between Yagermyster's plan or Moo's plan. Stick together and push in, or they surround the forge, so we surround them. What do we like? Oh, Moo has to go? Moo, wait before you go. What do you like? Surround the forge so we surround them, or stick together and push in? The Mighty Ducks Flying V, or whatever the not Mighty Ducks Flying V is. Moo is saying mayhem. That should have been Yagermyster. Yeah, Yagermyster is very quick with the puns. Unfortunately, we are... Jaeger is the punster. Yeah, we are out of time. So since Yagermyster didn't get the pun, let's do this. And here's the thing, because in 7 minutes, it's the watch party over at Mia's Discord. So let's hit this. We'll need all the defenses we can manage. All right, they're getting ready. Think of it this way. Stories about easy battles are boring. Okay, here they come. Okay, so we've got Weldling, Spectix, Watchmen, Sommeliers. I can't believe we lost Brian Sommelier. I did not want to do that. It wasn't, super useful, but, I mean, it ate a critical hit when I was worried everybody was going to die. All right, so, yep, we've got a little ways to go. So, let's scout. Let's scout with Moo. Because what can this thing do? Slam. So it's got to get within melee range, so as long as we sort of kite it around, we don't have to worry about it too badly. And Silk Step. Okay, Yagermyster can come up here, which is well outside its threat range. And then we could interfuse with, this tree. Or this tree's actually even further back. Oh, that's a sapling. So we do Wild Grasp, dealing damage and pinning it. I'd really love to get that armor off. Yeah. And now we'll do Splinter Blast on it. Okay, Mothoth can also come up here. And he can do an interfuse with this stump, which could also do a Splinter Blast. Okay, that took care of all of his armor. It also, like, freed him up to, like, move... Oh, boy, right up to Yagermyster now. So, in that case, let's have him move right up to Brian instead. And we'll set up Brian on Guardian duty, so if it steps within melee range, he's gonna get to hit it. Just like that. Yeah, Moo, have a great dinner, and I'm so glad you were here. We will see you again, hopefully. Wow, this is a big map. Okay, we will endeavor to do this as swiftly as we can. All right, Moo, you are our best scout, so let's move up here. Yep. So she can see it, but it can't see her. The trouble is that it's very likely to want to move forward, and I don't want it to move into Moo. That would be... Oh, yeah, let's get Moo next to this campfire. Next turn we can light it up, and she'll get Ember Arrows. Okay, so this thing can shoot a crossbow, so we would like Brian to have good cover. We'd like it to see Brian, but we'd like it to, we'd like him to have good cover. So, yep, good cover. Let's bring Brian up here. And then we'll set up Guardian. And now... Yeah, we're going to lay down some traps here. Let's bring Yagermyster up here. We'll interfuse with this stone. And I think he can even whip a discus at this guy. Yeah. And the rock is still standing, so we can do that a couple more times. And now, Mothoth, we want you to... Good cover. Yeah, but... Okay, and now interfuse with maybe this stump? Yeah, if we interfuse with the stump, then hopefully if this thing approaches, then we'll be able to shred out its armor. But it's too far away to do that right now. Done. Shit! Okay, so it saw Moo. That's not cool. But it's not the worst thing ever. So, let's do a Splinter Blast in a way that doesn't hit Moo or... Yeah, okay. So, let's first move Moo. Light Lamp is an action, though. Damn it. So if I move Moo outside of the thing, then she doesn't get Ember Arrows. I don't think that is that big of a crisis. Okay. Yeah. Let's bring Moo over here so that the Watchman doesn't get any benefit from cover, because she's flanking it. Then let's have Mothoth do Splinter Blast on it. That's going to take out both parts of his armor. Then Brian can come up here and hit him from this angle. And actually, that should just kill it outright. Cool, cool, cool. Now, Moo... Oh, wait, can Moo not go into the Grey Plane anymore? Maybe it's because she moved, or maybe it's on cooldown. I'm not actually sure. Alright, and then Yagermyster can come on up here. We're only going to move him up this far, because I want to, like, we might as well interfuse with, like, an additional thing, right? What's the range on this? Splinter Blast. Well, let's have it ready, I'd say. And then we can move the rest of the way. Okay. Mothoth, we're going to have you come all the way up here. And then Brian... Do we want to open the door on this round? I think we do. Oh, hold on. We got a story. There's like a person here, and the Mothragi are all here. Crash. Huh? I told you to run. Huh? So, Gwynvia is not having a great time of it. Hey, I can fight, but one axe isn't going to take these down. Get in here and help me. Okay, get him. Okay, another watchman, like literally right there. So, Moo can come up a little bit and get some ember arrows. Oh, and now she can silk step. I guess she couldn't do that before because, yeah, it must have been on cooldown. All right, so, yes. Come up here and then shoot this thing and take off one of its armor points. And also light it on fire because that's cool. Now, Brian doesn't have a lot of great movement options. Okay, we gotta, like, get up here. But I very much want Brian to wall with Moo. So now they're all set. So Gwynvia is on the field as well. We definitely want to save her. Yagermyster. Yeah, we definitely can't Splinter Blast anybody from where he is. So let's withdraw from the rock. And then if we interfuse with the fire... Oh, we can't do that from here. Let's move... Shoot. If I interfuse with the fire, that's his turn. Yeah, and I can't do anything good with this tree. All right, let's... Well, maybe we don't want to do that then. Mothoth is on his second turn. Yeah. Okay, so let's bring Mothoth here. And then Yagermyster. Let's bring you up here. And then let's... Yeah, we can't grow a tree inside the house, unfortunately. So, let's interfuse with the fire and have that ready for next round. Okay, so Gwynvia is a fighter and has a couple points of armor. So I think that what we want to have Gwynvia do is to stop this Weldling from getting too close. Yeah, let's have her move up here. And then set up Guardian there to stop them from advancing through that doorway. Damn it. Okay, not cool. Now, fortunately, the Watchman is taking ruinous amounts of damage from that magic fire, so that was definitely there. Oh, and Brian actually takes no damage from fire because of his magic lantern. So that actually works out really well. So, we would very much like Brian to get a killing blow, because then everybody gets the benefit of his wolf call. So, let's move him in here, and kill the Watchman if you can. Damn it! Gah! We need some sort of, like, armor-piercing stuff that we don't get blocked on so much. Okay, so, Gwynvia, why don't you attack this guy from this angle? Because that's going to take off a piece of armor, but also set us up for a flanking shot. Yagermyster, let's interfuse with this fire here. And then throw that fire there. Okay, fortunately that did not damage Brian. I wasn't paying attention and it very nearly did. Now Mothoth can pull off a similar trick. We're going to bring him here into the room. Yeah, he'll be able to interfuse with everything from here. Interfuse with... Do we want the blaze again? A little bit. Yeah. And then fire leech that onto that spectic. It looks like that's going to kill him outright. And now Moo should be able to shoot this guy. 80% chance of success. Done. Oh, I hate this fire. And yet, we're not actually taking that much damage. Like, it's not good, but it's not, like, the worst. So everything's on fire. We are still interfused with this tree. Does that help us in any way? Well, I very much want to not be standing in the fire. So, let's get Yagermyster... Or do we want to move further in? Well, the trouble is that moving further in, everything's on fire. We can extinguish the blaze. Okay, before we do this then. Mothoth. Mothoth could interfuse with this fire, but that might damage Yagermyster some more. Nonetheless, let's do that. And then fire leash it. It's got a 62% chance of doing 1 damage to him, a 68% chance to do 3 damage to that thing. Yeah, I think we need to move Yagermyster out of the way. Well, I mean, on the plus side, Brian doesn't take damage from fire, so... Yeah. Let's have Brian come out here. 0 damage. 0 damage. Okay. And now... hit this thing. I hate how dodgy these guys are. Alright. Let's have Gwynvia come up. She can't get very far and extinguish this fire where Moo is standing. So at least now Moo is not going to take extra damage. However, we might want Moo to Silk Step out of here. Except we can't. Okay, so... Yeah, if we move Moo back, she can't shoot anybody. If we shoot somebody, she's only got a 14% chance of hitting. And if we have her move forward, there's purple fire between her and there. So that sucks. Yeah, we gotta get Yagermyster out of the flames. So, yeah, I think our best bet is to withdraw. If we pull Moo back, she can't shoot anybody this turn, but she can Silk Step to a position where she can really wreck somebody next turn, and that clears the way for Yagermyster to move a step back so that he's not in fire, and then he can Splinter Blast that guy and take away some of his armor. You guys, we are over time. I would urge you to check out Mia's Discord, where she is doing the latest watch party for Kyber Shards. I thought we could maybe knock this out a little bit faster, but it doesn't appear that way. Okay, Mothoth can fire leash this and throw it over there. And it should be fine, because now it doesn't damage anybody except that guy. Okay. Mothoth stepped away and came back to fire everywhere. And yet more fire still. Yeah, Weldlings are, a good lesson. I'm so glad we gave that magic lantern to Brian. Because look, everybody else is taking at least some damage. Actually, Mothoth also is not. But Brian is fine. Brian can just stroll right through the fire without any difficulty. Let's kill the Weldling, which will hopefully give Wolfsfall to everybody. Good. Okay, now Yagermyster can do... We can grow up a tree here, and that's going to lock down that Spectic. But what I'd rather do is get his armor down, and fire is really good for that. So we're going to fire leash that right onto him. And actually kill him outright. Fire, armor, whatever. It all gets him done. So, Mothoth is currently standing in fire, and I'd like him to not do that. Before we move him, though, let's see if we can just grab that blaze, and then we will move him off of the fire. And then what we can do with the blaze that we grabbed is... we can't get it onto the sommelier, but we can at least get it off of Brian, so... Wait, cancel. Oh, there's a 70% chance that Brian will take 1 damage. That's fine, though. Is that worse than the damage that it'll take if he just stands there? I think it is. Okay, then let's just wait a second. Is there anything cool we can interfuse with? How about this tree? Okay, who are we now? We're Gwynvia. I don't think we need all of this fire. Let's extinguish this fire up here. And then really just set up a guardian, I think. There's not a lot else to do. Now, Moo has stealth, but no real options. Unless she can take a shot from here, which she cannot. Yeah. So unless we want her to walk through a lot of fire and take, like, all of the damage, let's have her, like, get here. I think she's relatively safe from taking any additional fire damage. Okay. Moo can move here without taking any fire damage. Yes, just double checking. And now she can take her shot, and this is going to go right past that guy's armor. Hopefully kill him outright. Yeah, Samalander, we will be right with you for Kyber Shards as well. So, we found a Tiger Shard Talisman, +5 accuracy to ranged and melee. So, I think this one will go to Moo, because 119 and 107, yeah. This is going to raise her up closer to Brian's stats. Wait, 114 and 102. Yeah. And because she has both a ranged and a melee weapon, she gets benefits on both sides of it. So let's do that. Moo is now a Bloodhorn Hunter. Yeah, Moo's not here. So let's take a look at what we think that she might like. Once per combat as a swift action, Moo can call on wind spirits to guide her to a distant tile. That sounds really good. Melee attacks deal +1 damage. Once per turn, Moo is refunded an action point after a melee kill. Wow, we're getting really melee with Moo here. As a swift action once per turn, can move to a tile adjacent to a fire within 4 tiles. So we've got 2 different options, but we never had Windwalker before. So we're going to grab that one. I think that's a cool ability. Sorry, I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to. Well, the job got done, says Yagermyster. Could have gone worse, you know? Alright, smashed up parts. It barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace. So this is the one that, like, said, I told you to run, I think. Why would they go after their own kind like that? They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around to see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker shelf used to be. Do you think you'd help me drag? Sure. Wouldn't it be awesome if we got to, like, recruit her? All right, straight, Scruckle. Grr. Hey, listen, we appreciate all you've done so far, but I have to ask, are those deepest tattoos? Oh, it's embarrassing, actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out, and they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Cults come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teach your kids that one. Yeah, kids, don't do face tattoos. I know whatever you think might be cool. So, this is the end of the chapter, which is a really good place to stop. What we're going to do here is do a save, and we're going to do a brand new save, which hopefully we just did. Yep, chapter 1 interval. And the reason we're saving here is that we super do not want to rush through this. So we do know that 11 years of peace follow, but that's where we're going to exit out to the main menu, and then we're gonna find somebody fun to raid, and then we will see you over. Oh my gosh, hello to Club! Yagermyster, that must be me. Also, good evening. Club, you came in right at the end. Club, I would love to have a Club character in the game as well, but we are out of time for right now. We started a brand new campaign. This was episode 1 of our second campaign, and hopefully we will get a chance to see you guys again next Monday for our next episode of Wildermyth. On our way out, let me just find somebody to raid. Actually, you know what we're going to have to do, because this is super clumsy. What we'll do is we'll bid goodbye to the VOD crew, and then we will find somebody fun to raid. So for everybody watching this in the VOD, thank you so much, and I hope you had a great night.